Okay, so 1980, and, well, a little before 1980, and I arrive. Now, Advanced Star Systems was telling the men and, well, let's just go with men at the moment, but I think it was men and women of Earth, which is where you are. If you're in an earshot of a star person, then you're on Earth. Other than that, you don't fucking exist unless you're useful in some manner. There was some kind of like agreement. I mean, from what I've seen in America, which hasn't been much, it's just been the shit that goes on in the local around my viewpoint. In this ether, it painted in whatever star symbols are going into the mainframe for some kind of purpose. I haven't figured out what. I'm supposed to live in the ether, quiet ether, between where the humans are genetically programmed and born, and where my end and beginning is in Angel Spot of, we watched the cavity, I suppose you could call it, between the beginning and the end in the cylinder. Some of you call it the core, K-O-R, or the C-O-R. It's kind of like a cylinder, and inside of the cylinder is the human realm of what you walk around in and think is some kind of, you're somebody special. I mean, I find you really hilarious in that aspect. I'm like, and again, I don't like reality TV. I think your reality really fucking sucks, and it's really sad how you've created this and think like in other places, you think you're like really hot shit, and I look around this reality on the outside of the cylinder, no less, and I'm like, somebody really is walking around proud that this is all their useful time has amounted to in New York. There's nowhere else in the world that's living. You only get life if we allow you to have some form of picture, box, or cylinder. And currently, at the moment, there's only one, and we're truncating that one down real fucking fast. I can't find a single, when I arrived, it was, are there more of you? Not that I can see. There's one, and that's who I'm trying to get to. I'm his countersink. He's a mutant, 11 fingers, he's his paralyzer finger, and I'm his countersink. And beginning and end of what you need to know about our story. That's it. We cycle together. I already know he's here. I already know we're trying to get together. It's our purpose. The land of what you call living or human is incredibly broken. I don't know if America knows, because I've seen what comes through on their radio and on their visual TV. The headlines make no fucking sense. You think heating oil for your home? Like, so you turn the dial on and it keeps you nice and warm? So you're not like, coal in the bed? Right. And then I say coal, and it's like, wait, Nicole? Or, right, I know, don't get confused. It gets really, like, language for you guys get really fucking confusing. And then it's like, so the radio, nothing has ever been spoken in my lifetime on the radio that is real, true, or makes any sense whatsoever. Zero. They talk about shit that doesn't exist. They're like, well, it would be wonderful if, like, I don't know, Like, if the political opponents could put down their pens for a minute and we could all hold hands and smoke some doobie. And then we could kiss some cats on the side of the road and feed each other catnip. What? I mean, I can't even get into the level of stupidity that humans are. I can't. I'm like, my dad listens to something called an NPR. I'm like, what? He's like, I don't know. He's like, it's some independent news station. I'm like, yeah? All right, okay. It's still human, isn't it? Right, yeah, right, great. Fucking just why don't you stab yourself in the ear? It's just this fucking useful utility. Filling yourself up with like high test nothing. It's like hot air. Let's just keep putting hot air in my head. So TV is fucking useless. I mean, I see men in uniform. They make it out like this word military. I mean, they live in a day and age that doesn't fucking exist. I mean, I don't know what year it is where you live. But like the technology before I was born, not in this half of the world. This half of the world's fucking dead. But the half of the world where, like, the computers come from that Bill Gates supposedly built in his garage, my fucking ass he did. He's one of the fucking corporate espionage takedown assholes that did fucking nothing my whole entire life except sell humans more fucking problems and just have them all sit on me like as if I'm some kind of, like, babysitting project. Assholes. Let me think about this. All right, so TV like really gives you this like false sense of security. Like, oh my God, there's really men out there that use guns. They're white and they're smart. No. Are you sure? Because I only met one black guy from the Air Force once, and his whole family said that he was like a really stand-up guy. And I was like, actually, I really appreciate that. And he had a really nice accent, and he wasn't from America. Other than that, I couldn't tell you. I don't think they exist. It's like a fucking Yeti. I don't know. I'd have to go to, like, Siberia and walk around the snow to see if I could see something hairy and white running through, making Bigfoot tracks. Got me. So, like, there's none of those, like, uniform anything walking around. If there were, I wouldn't know what to ask them. I'm like, do you live here? Or are you just visiting? Are you vacationing here? Because, like, I don't know. I mean, I heard there was some kind of military when I was growing up, but I have yet to see it in any action. I mean, on TV, like, they show a picture on a box that they call television, and they say that that's here and now, and it's going on same time. I can't verify that. I don't see any of it. I don't feel any of it. None of you humans. I can't trust a fucking one of you. Here's my next question. Like, C.Q. Brown, right? He got into, like, the head of the Air Force wearing a uniform and, like, is that part of, like, a new theatrical play? What is this Air Force you speak of? Are we talking, like, the commercial airlines that fund themselves? Like, now, is this the guy who's, like, the Shaggy? Like, there's a Shaggy from Jamaica. Action. See, like, he's real to me. Yeah. Like, did anybody check? Is Shaggy the one? Did he get shaved and then put on a nice theatrical... And then, like, somebody just handed him the keys to the Air Force? Like, what? Like, does anybody check? Like, how did CQ get there? Like, what were his qualifications? Like, did somebody vote him in? I mean, like, I'm a god. I don't know him. I've never met him. Actually, maybe I did at Eddie and Rose's wedding. He'd be the one exception. But did I vote him in? No. Did I say he couldn't have the position? No. I just don't know what the fuck you're doing over there in the theatrical department of wearing these beautiful Emperor's New clothing whilst I sit here in shit up to my fucking eyeballs. No shower, no shave, no equipment, no utility. I don't even have a phone anymore. No job, no hope, no prospect of a job. Not that I want to fucking work any of these stupid fucking... I mean, here's the thing. Niklaus and I are sent to birth with a Black Ops lesson plan for the staff in some kind of like... I don't even know what they wear. Do they wear all black in Black Ops? I have no fucking clue. I do, but whatever. I've always worn all black. Gray, black, white, that's it. Maybe some navy. Maybe some brown. Depending on the season. But, again, we come with our own line item budget. We're our own ass. SS. Alien SS? Yes, we are. Advanced SS? Yes, we are. Right from the get-go. Where is the small coin operator fund for my one appearance just to get some, like, nice guys that don't exist in this reality? So I can't even ask Lou and Linda because they wouldn't even know what words to use in, like, how do you call on a secret service or something that's supposed to protect your daughter from advanced weaponry in like 42 years in the future that they're talking about in 1980 something, because they already know that if nobody does anything, they steal their fucking money from the Black Operations Fund. There's nobody looking in. Is anybody auditing in it? I mean, like the Nazis used to have like these quiet jobs. Like they would check the uniformed people, make sure that like the Gestapo did it anyway. The paperwork matches the face, so you don't get like a Jamaican like superstar culture club of that archipelago, like who's a secret murderer of some sort, making it in. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is anybody checking paperwork? Where did my funds go? I mean, how do you audit that? How do you put an inquiry in on that? There was enough money to sustain Niklaus and I, for childhood, for some education at whatever quiet place we needed to know stuff in order to get to the next phase of what we were here to fix. None of that happened. Why is there not a full inquiry from the Ministry of Magical, whatever the fuck you're called, it doesn't exist in New York? What fucking words do you want me to use? If I use Harry Potter and the magical Hogwarts, I know there's some universal truth in it, but to any like Jason Peter Romer, he fucking put paperwork in at his level of stupid to try to have my fucking custody revoked. Oh, really? No fucking shit. To boot, I got Peter Otto Romer avoiding fucking execution at National League level of he should have fucking died before he even had a heyday. But I know, like, he was useful in the Merd collection of CQ getting to the top of the Air Force in the sepia dark color that he was in, that nobody gives a fuck about New York or any of the 50 postage stamps or anything in Canada, clearly, or anything down below in Latin America. You all been filling up the fucking colostomy bag with your own fucking white guys out front and all your fucking secret sub-organizations in the back. Growing yourselves all sorts of fucking stupid. Nobody's keeping you. You have done nothing to help my situation. In fact, you made the situation so much fucking worse. So where did the money go to fund my pickup and retrieval, the salaries of good men that are in charge of that? 1993 in Cold Spring Harbor seemed to know when they dropped me off in the back of like a black SUV just to meet Lynn at the threshold of 3 Glen Way at the big yellow box house. I mean, it wasn't big, but whatever. Bigger than Judy's house. Said hello, said you were college advisors, said that you really liked my daughter, and you were going to contact her about college for next phase or whatever with Niklaus. I mean, like, hello, what happened in 1993? I was ready to go at 1983, and then nobody fucking shows up. So, who stole the fucking money? Who gets to inquire about these things? And why is it that you know 42 years in advance that if it doesn't get fixed, I'm going to be hurt in a really big way, and you all just sit around for 42 fucking years and do absolute fucking nothing?